Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're getting you ready for the 2023 Pigskin Classic by bringing you to some of the best barbecue spots in the state. Get ready for giant platters of smoked meats and sides at a Castle Hills barbecue joint.
You want to eat your brisket?
I'm not going to slow down, man. This stuff's good. You can't stop me.
Plus, the beef-loving Texans are sending us to Fort Worth. Check out a world record-setting barbecue joint featured on their hit show, BarbeQuest.
What I love is that the meat is the star. It's not over smoked. You have a light smoke flavor.
And we head to Seguin to try some of the best Tex-Mex inspired barbecue in the Lone Star State.
Stop what you're doing. Drive to Seguin. Come here to the Burnt Bean, man. You're going to change your life.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats.
Get your appetites ready. The Texas Eats Barbecue Kickoff starts now.
Our first stop on the Texas Eats Barbecue Kickoff is on the southeast side of San Antonio at an award-winning barbecue joint. Let's go inside 2M Smokehouse. Joining us now is Estul Ramos. He's the co-owner out here at 2M Smokehouse. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for having me, man.
And why did you get started doing barbecue?
It's just something I fell in love with. My old man would cook all the time, on the weekends and stuff, and then, you know, it's turned into a hobby, into an infatuation, and now it's what I do for a living. So we have our ribs, just simple salt and pepper, and then I just make a little glaze for it because I like my ribs to be a little sweet. So we make our sausage in house. This is our pork serrano Oaxaca cheese sausage. It's not too spicy and it's nice and cheesy. Our brisket, of course, we used to use prime brisket in the beginning, and now we are actually ambassadors with Hard Brand. So we use Akashi brisket. Of course, our turkey breast, homemade pickles, our macaroni, and our beets.
Grab a rib with me.
For sure.
Cheers to you.
Cheers,
Pork
man.
rib out here at 2M. Gonna give it a try. Oh, wow.
If you love ribs, these are the ones to try. When you come out here, these pork ribs have a nice sweetness on the outside, slight smokiness on there as well, but super savory. And you give them a little tug right off the bone, and they come right off. It's just the way ribs are supposed to be.
The king of Texas barbecue, brisket. And you have Heart Brand beef out here that's serving up. It's like A5 Wagyu Akyushi beef, right? And it's right here made in Texas. Oh my, it's just tender. Fall apart. Grab a piece with me.
Absolutely.
Check that out. Holding up to its own weight. You pull on it, I mean, ever so slightly, and it just falls apart. That's the test. Here's the bite. Wow. Wow. Wow.
This brisket out here is top notch. If you're looking for like the ultimate brisket bite, look no further. I mean, this is where it's at. Super savory, slightly delicate. I mean, just bold flavors though, and not too much smoke on there, and it just falls apart and melts in your mouth. The bark on the outside, once again, you have that smoke flavor, but it's not overbearing. Just a slight smoke ring on there. I mean, you guys know what you're doing out here.
We think we do. I mean, we're doing the best we can.
Wow.
The Serrano Oaxaca cheese sausage is next level, made right here in house. You'll find nothing else like it in the city of San Antonio or across Texas.
And check that out. So what gave you the idea for this combination?
Cheddar jalapeno, right? That was always the standard. Cheddar jalapeno, cheddar jalapeno. Well, I wanted something different, so we went with Serranos. I threw some cilantro in there, and then I love Oaxaca cheese. Grew up on Oaxaca cheese. I mean, white cheese is just better in my opinion.
It just melts so well.
Yeah.
The snap on the casing, all the flavors on the inside, nice and creamy, slightly spicy. It is an experience all in itself.
Mac and cheese, okay?
Do it.
Because this stuff is out of control.
The cheesiness is there, but the creaminess is what I want.
Wow. But this is just a really good representation of how creative you can get with mac and cheese. It doesn't have to be your standard fare. You can have a lot of fun with it. And you guys, it seems like you guys are just having a lot of fun with what you're doing.
Life's too short for basic mac and cheese, man. Okay?
Why is that not a shirt? That should be a shirt. Now, you guys are an award-winning barbecue joint. You've done so much in really a short period of time out here. But it's not just the barbecue now that you want to be known for. You're actually excelling in different categories. You have a really nice dessert program now,
Yes,
right?
yes, we do.
And who's responsible for that?
My beautiful, amazing wife. See how I did that?
Yeah, I like that. There you go.
The dessert program that Grecia brought in, she has a little bit of everything, really. She has some cheesecakes, tres leches, tarts, Pop-Tarts. Really whatever it is that she wants to make and come up with, and then whatever she's gonna bring in for that season.
Nice. Well, let's try it out.
Absolutely.
We have all kinds of sweets in front of us. I'm ready. You got to save some room when you get the barbecue. Pistachio, strawberry, blueberry lemon. These are both tarts. Cheers. You guys, 2M Smokehouse. It's not just barbecue out here. You can also come out and get amazing desserts, catering available, dine outside,
Curbside
takeout.
drive-through.
Yeah, it's all ready out here.
Come on,
cheers.
guys. Cheers.
Oh, wow. Look at the inside of that.
Woo! It's good, man.
Oh, good.
Try this one when you get a chance.
Today on A Taste of Texas with Shiner Bock Beer, we're making barbecue sauce. Use the juice from 1 orange and 1 lemon, 8 ounces of tomato paste, half a cup of chicken broth, all that juice, 1/3 of a cup of apple cider vinegar, mince up an onion, put in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, garlic powder, 1 teaspoon ground mustard, 1 teaspoon chili powder, and then 2 teaspoons of black pepper, a little bit of salt in there, 6 heaping tablespoons of brown sugar, Shiner Bock beer, and a 12-ounce Coca-Cola. Let that come to a boil. Put it on them ribs, eat them up, baby. Glaze them up and then put it on afterwards. This is such an easy, fun recipe. Scan the QR code to learn more. Our next stop on the Texas Eats Barbecue Kickoff is on the south side of San Antonio at a family-owned and operated barbecue joint.
Let's go check out Barbecue Republic. Joining me now is the owner out here, Oscar Torres. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming out.
And right in front of us, we have a lot of different items. And I mean, from the sweet to the savory. Why barbecue? How did you get started?
Barbecue, I'm just passionate for barbecue. I've always loved barbecue. I go to every barbecue spot in San Antonio and surrounding areas, and I finally said, you know what, I'm gonna open my own spot.
And what a fantastic space you have out here as well.
Thank you.
I mean, it's very developed behind us. You have a fun car. It's kind of like...
This is Miss Pristine.
Miss Pristine.
Yes.
So it's got a name,
There's
too.
nothing wrong with her. She's intact.
I'm gonna start here with the potato. Talk to me about what's inside.
This is our Texas tater. It's fully loaded. It has butter, cheese, sour cream, pico de gallo, jalapenos, chopped brisket.
If you're feeling extra hungry, you gotta get the loaded baked potato. You get brisket in there, a little bit of sour cream, butter. The potatoes cooked perfectly, pico de gallo, jalapenos on top as well. I mean, this thing is massive. Is this a favorite?
It is a big favorite here. We do tend to run out. Try to meet the demand.
Yeah, those spuds are hot out here,
Yeah,
y'all.
they are.
You gotta come get them while you can.
Our smoked turkey, it's so tender, it's so moist.
Yeah.
That's one of our best meat sellers, protein-wise.
Look at that.
It's really good.
Yeah. You can tell right there, it still has a nice body to it.
Yes.
Very tender. Nice little bark on the outside as
Nice
well.
little smoke ring there too.
Oh, wow. Now the ribs as well. Nice bark on the outside. Nice and juicy. Take a bite. Oh, yeah. Good little flavor on the outside.
It is.
Slightly sweet.
Yes.
I love that bite. That's really nice. Right here. Now this is the king of Texas barbecue. You got the brisket in the middle. Looks like the fatty brisket, sausage, chicken on there.
That's our #1 seller, our brisket. 16 hours of cooking.
Wow.
Super moist, super
Oh, yeah.
flavorful.
Look at that. I mean, the brisket test. You hold it up to its own weight, you pull on it, falls apart. Nice bark on there. Fat's nice and rendered as well. Marbled cut. Here's the bite. Oh, baby, give me some look. When you come out here, you know you gotta try the Texas barbecue. The turkey's nice and tender, the bark on the outside, it gives a good seasoning to the meat, but the brisket is where it's at. The marbled cut has all that fat that's rendered perfectly in there. The bark on the outside is a good little crunch, slight smokiness to it, but overall, I mean, this is where it's at if you wanna try true, authentic Texas barbecue. That is so good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Look at that, crispy skin on the outside. You can see how juicy it is on the inside, nice and tender. I'm gonna go for the bite. Oh, baby.
Nice.
That's real nice. One thing I would have to say about everything, it just has so much flavor to it. You guys are stacking flavors. All your proteins are just so rich. I love that.
You can order just a little bit of everything and really enjoy yourself. Between these two barbecue platters, you got a pile of nachos right there, jalapenos, pico de gallo, you got cheese, sour cream, brisket on there. This is a party starter.
Yes, it is. And you can choose from your protein of your liking.
A lot of people say it's mine, nachos, but this is a shareable amount of nachos here. You get brisket, chicken, all different kinds of proteins on there, and this thing is loaded up. The chips that they're making, they won't tell me what kind they are, but I'll tell you what, super crispy, and they hold up to all the toppings that are on there. You get a little bit of the crisp, and you get all that barbecue goodness on there. That's the way to go. If you're finishing this to yourself, good on you. That's a lot of food.
It is.
You gotta save room for the sweets, and that's what we got right here. Different dessert items, but the one in the front, talk to me about that.
That is one of our newest desserts.
Yeah.
That is our banana pudding cheesecake, all homemade.
I mean, does it get more just crazy over the top than that? I don't know. Here's a bite.
There it is.
I'm out of here. We're taking it all home. Give me double. Give me double. I love that. Y'all could just open up a shop and serve that. I'm coming back every day of the week.
Let's do it.
That's incredible. Banana pudding cheesecake. It's a bite you didn't know you need. You guys, Barbecue Republic, they're doing something special out here. Come check them out. Looks like it's dog friendly as well.
Definitely.
Bring the family,
Yes.
have a great time,
Yes.
watch some TV, get some sports going on out here. Just enjoy a weekday, a weekend. This is where it's at. All the proteins are rocking. Great company. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for having us out here. I am going to take this whole dessert tray to go home.
For sure. It's all yours. Enjoy.
And next on the show, get ready for giant platters of smoked meats and sides at a Castle Hills barbecue joint.
You want to eat your brisket?
I'm not going to slow down, man.
you're
This
not gonna
stuff's good. You can't stop me.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in San Antonio, right off West Avenue, to go inside of a barbecue joint that's tucked away inside this little enclave where they're serving up some classic Texas barbecue. Let's go inside to Bros BBQ. Joining me now is Christopher Jarek. He is the pit master out here at Two Bros. Thank you so much for having us.
How's it
man.
going, David?
You know what? I can't complain because right in front of me, we got a ton of barbecue, side items, dessert, beer. This is a good time. But talk to me about the brisket. What kind of steps go into preparing it?
Okay, so for the brisket, we start in the morning. We trim them up. We season them with salt, pepper, and Jason Dady's Bro Rub. Nice mixture of like 16 different seasonings that we throw on there. Rub it on real good, throw it on the pit, and let it smoke.
But you want to be able to pick it up, and then it's holding up on its own weight, but you pull on it, and look at that, falls right apart. Passes the brisket test is what we like to call it, right? You want to eat your brisket. Get another piece for me.
I'm not going to slow down, man. This stuff's good. You can't stop me.
Here you go. Cheers to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. That's a nice bite, man.
Thank you.
Give me some love. The smoke ring on the outside of the brisket is really nice, and it gives you that subtle smoke flavor that you want. It has a nice bark on the outside, nice and tender. Passed the brisket test. You pull on it, came right apart. Great flavor. Nice amount of smoke, but a good balance where it's not overwhelming on the meat. So the meat is still standing out. It's still the star of the show, but you're just accenting it at a point where it's just absolutely delicious. Nice and tender. That's good stuff.
Thanks.
Now, you also have ribs on the menu.
Yep.
Talk to me about what's going on with those.
These are our cherry glazed baby back ribs. Season them pretty much the exact same way. Smoke them for about 6-8 hours. Glaze them with cherry glaze about the last 15 minutes or so.
Wow.
And then throw on some extra glaze right before we serve them.
And look at that, perfect size. Nice cut on there. Cheers. There you go. There, we got it.
Yeah, before I start eating again.
Here's the bite. Oh, wow. The pork ribs have a nice bark on the outside, nice little smoke ring, but the cool part about them is that they have a little glaze on them. So it's a little sweet, little savory, and they have a nice little tug on them as well. Just a really good example of a delicious pork rib. Man, that's good stuff.
Thanks.
The side items.
Yeah.
Look at this. I mean, this is an incredible display. Which one would you say is your most popular, the one that people come out for the side item?
For the side items, the
Yeah.
mac and cheese.
All day. Okay.
Yeah, all the time.
This just looks like good old classic mac and cheese here. Cheers.
We're gonna cheers the mac.
If you love mac and cheese, you have to come try this one. Super creamy. It's just like melt in your mouth, gooey goodness. It's just out of this world. That's really good.
Thanks.
You could eat that whole thing and not know what happened. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You
pretty
lose
much.
track of time. Chips and dip though, what's going on with that one?
The spinach artichoke dip and the chips. So we make the chips in-house and the dip in-house. So everything's made from scratch.
All right.
Yeah, no, this is actually
is-
my favorite snack.
All right, we got cheers to chips there. You go.
Okay.
Bam. Oh, wow. I wouldn't even know y'all are serving something like this. You know what I mean? This is so good.
Thank you.
The desserts, though.
Yeah.
Showstoppers, bro. I
Thanks.
mean, delicious. Banana pudding. But this is the one. The
Oh, the cobbler? Okay, okay, all right.
Okay.
All right.
And then also
Yeah, those are my favorite right there.
fried pies.
Yeah.
Are there different kinds of fried pies?
No,
Or you guys-
we just do the fried strawberry pies.
Wow. Cobbler's where it's at. I'm gonna.
No, this stuff is really good.
It's addicting.
I can't even lie.
All right, that's the bite. Oh man. There's all different kinds of desserts on the menu out here. There's fried strawberry pies, banana pudding, but the one that is near and dear to me because it tastes like home is that cobbler. They have all different kinds of cobblers, so you got to call ahead to see what's on the menu for that day. But the mixed berry cobbler is absolutely delicious. The crust on the outside, the little sauce that you get from the inside of it, all mixed together, so it's the perfect bite every time. It's just goodness. You guys, Two Bros is where it's at. If you're looking for somewhere that's an authentic Texas barbecue experience, you can get the beer, 3 different kinds of barbecue sauces if that's how you roll, but the brisket, the ribs, the turkey, the chicken, the chop, the jalapeno poppers, the sausage, and all the side items, including the dessert, you can't go wrong. Give me some love. Two Bros, y'all. Authentic Texas barbecue. It's so good.
Uh-huh.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Now we're here at the Jordan Ford dealership, and joining us today, General Manager Casey Ogletree. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Now, right behind us, this is the super popular Ford Lightning F-150. Talk to me about the deals that are going on in this right now.
So Ford is staying super competitive in the electric vehicle market. So what they're doing is they've done a price adjustment on all Lightnings up to $10,000 in
Whoa.
reduction of MSRP. What we're going to do is they're offering awesome lease specials so that you can try it for 2 to 3 years, and if you don't love it, you can go right back to what you already had.
Take advantage of these great offers going on right now on the Ford F-150 Lightnings. And to get more information on these vehicles and when you could schedule your next test drive, go ahead and go to the website, www.jordanford.com.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now, we're headed to Ikea on the northeast side of San Antonio to try out all their delicious meatballs, check out the new items on their menu, and see what they got in their Swedish food market.
Joining us now is the loyalty manager out here at Ikea, Janelli Castrajana. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for coming back.
You know what? I love Ikea.
Yay, we love you having you around.
If you're not here for just the products, you're here for the meatballs, and that's actually what we have right in front of us right now.
Absolutely.
But talk to me about Ikea itself. It's been here for quite a while, right?
Yes, so we've been around for 80 years. We actually celebrate our 80th birthday this summer, so we're super excited. We've been in Live Oak. Thank you. I'll let everyone over in Sweden know too.
Yeah, good, okay.
So we've been here in Live Oak for almost going on 5 years now.
That's
So,
incredible.
Yeah, we just celebrated our 4th. We'll be turning 5 next year, and we absolutely love the response that Live Oak and San Antonio has given it to us. But yeah, we love having folks that come here, have a fun day out for the family, but you really can't do that on an empty stomach. So we always encourage everyone to stop by the restaurant and pick up some great food. Now, meatballs were introduced to Ikea in 1985, and they've been our iconic staple ever since.
85. So that's when the
85.
party started
That's
back
right.
then. Now, are you a meatball before you shop or a meatball after you shop?
You know what? I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm a meatball before. I want to get fueled up before, and if I'm here for like a long day of shopping, you can actually come in for breakfast. So you can actually get your breakfast, lunch, and dare I say dinner here as well.
If you're going here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're shopping right. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Because you can't shop and make good decisions on an empty stomach. It's
Absolutely.
it's not possible.
And then you can celebrate with a fun little dessert off the bistro and get some frozen yogurt on your way out.
You all have so many things to show us right now off of the menu, and you
Yeah.
have a fantastic culinary team here that
I
you guys,
do.
you couldn't do it without them.
Absolutely. Shout out to our Ikea food team. They're amazing.
And they brought out some of the goods out here. I mean, they loaded them up with gravy. Talk to me about this plate here in the front. What's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our Stockholm salad. If you're looking for something, more fresh and light, especially in this heat, this is the way to go.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
I'm super excited. It looks refreshing. That's the bite.
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
So good, right?
Give me some love. Boom. This is super refreshing. I love the texture, love the bite. Great body on there. It tastes
Yeah.
like you want more.
Absolutely.
And you got a whole plate of it over here. I'll tell you
Yeah,
what.
and it's filling. I mean, it looks light, but it actually fills you up pretty good. It's
Wow.
delicious.
Want to go crazy? You got the meatballs.
Exactly, exactly. And if maybe meat's not your thing, we actually now have plant balls. And I'm gonna tell you that you honestly, truly can't tell much of the difference. So we
I'll
have
be
it.
the judge of that.
You be the judge of that.
I got to have a traditional, covered in gravy meatball. Look at this thing.
Some parsley.
I mean, if that's not one of the best things that you can get at any shopping center,
Absolutely.
you're telling yourself crazy things. That's delicious. All right, these one right here. This is a plant ball.
Yeah.
And you're telling me it's going to taste pretty close to that one.
Pretty close. Yep. Oh, is that? Did we just surprise you?
Give me some love.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's really good.
Yes, it's delicious. And I'm telling you, you really can't tell the difference. Look, he got a second one. See? He loves it.
I'm blown away.
It's amazing.
This plate is special because you actually have a deal going on with this.
Absolutely. So you get 32 meatballs for $23.99 here at Ikea. And actually, we have plenty of deals. If you join our Ikea family program, it's our free loyalty program. Monday through Thursday, when you come into the restaurant, you get all types of deals.
Now, it's not just these plates so that you have ready to show off. You also have some like party snack food ready to go, right?
So you can also purchase the plant balls, the meatballs, and plenty of other things in our Swedish food market. It's actually right by the checkouts too. So on your way out, if you're like, man, those meatballs were amazing, I want some more, but you gotta head home to put together your Billy bookcase, for example, then you can just grab some on the way out. And we have them right here, and we have a bunch of other things that you can buy that are frozen. Pop them in the oven, mix them up, and create a fun party snack.
And you have tacos, you have hot dogs, and we're gonna go look at that right now too. You ready?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
All right. All right, hot dogs, chips and dips, and you even have a party tray. Talk to me about what's going on.
Absolutely. So I was mentioning before, you can pick up these items over in the Swedish food market, but actually I want to talk about this veggie dog right here. Another plant-based product that is delicious. We also sell these fried onions, which are delicious to any topping, really. And then you also have our plant mints. So you enjoyed the plant balls. That's made out of our plant mints. So you can see how delicious it is. And we made some beautiful tacos. Great for a fun game day whenever you're at home or just whenever you're having a party. And then this is the pièce de résistance for me. It is the meatballs with our lingonberry barbecue. Let's get into it.
You sold me on like
Let's get into
everything,
it.
but I got to do the
Yeah.
meatball because that looks just way too fun.
Here
Cheers.
goes cheers to you.
That is really good. It's sweet, it's savory, and then
that's
with
good.
the pickle and the red onion, you got that little vinegar pop that you need to cut through. I love what's going on. Tacos, the hot dogs. Thank you so much for showing us everything
Yeah,
over
thanks for
here.
stopping by.
We have the website here on the screen, address as well. Come check them out in Live Oak. I mean, you celebrated your birthday recently in the
Yeah.
summertime, 80 years, and since 1985, you've been able to get your hands on these delicious meatballs and plant balls now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get a hot dog.
Yes, I do too.
Cheers to you, and I am gonna get a frozen yogurt before I go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is good.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in San Marcos to go inside of one of the top 50 barbecue joints in the Lone Star State, according to Texas Monthly. Let's go inside Hays County BBQ. Joining me now is Michael Hernandez. He's the co-owner out here at Hays County BBQ. This is one of the top spots to visit in the state of Texas for barbecue, and I'm super excited. You got a little bit of everything.
Yes, sir, we do. We have pork chops here, chicken, pork ribs, spare ribs. We have brisket, and then we have our Akushi beef rib.
Oh my goodness.
And then we have our both kinds of sausages, jalapeno cheddar and regular.
You caught my attention with this one though. Now you've switched over to the Akiushi. Now this is a high-end, really marbled, fatty meat. Oh my gosh, look at the fat just running through. One of the newest menu items that they have is their Akiushi beef rib. It's smaller than the dino rib, but it packs so much more flavor. It's so tender, and the marbling all throughout, you know that this is a high-end cut. That's awesome. I love what's going on, and I love that you've incorporated the Akiushi into your menu. All right, pork ribs. This is, look at that. This one's just like falling apart already. This is nice and tender. I'm gonna give it a bite on top. Special seasoning you can mention to us, or is it all top secret?
It's salt and pepper, and then we take our house-made sauce, the Texas sweet, and we just kind of glaze it a little bit right before.
This one's all about the sauce. Get some elbow on that one. Oh my goodness. Wow. And you want with ribs, you want to just have a little bit of tug on there. You don't want them falling off the bone. But as soon as you take that little bite, it just comes right off. Brisket. That's kind of the big boy. That's the king. So the rule with briskets is you want to be able to hold it up, and then when you pull on it, it falls apart. That was a perfect brisket. Oh, wow. So for this one, I love the bark on this one especially, and that fat on this marble cut, man. This is good. This is really nice. Pork chops. That's a big deal. That's fun.
We pride ourselves on it. It's probably one of the juiciest pork chops in Texas.
Nice.
And I'll let you decide.
I'll be the judge. Oh my goodness. That really just melts. And to achieve that on such a heavy cut, that's a craft.
It is.
You're a barbecue wizard.
I try to be.
Chicken. What do you do with that one? What makes it special?
We cook it for about 4 hours to 4.5 hours is what we cook it. We cook it whole.
And that leg should just bust right off just like it did. Here we go. That's the bite. The chicken that really stood out to me as kind of the sleeper, the seasoning on the outside, the skin is perfect, and that flavor goes straight down to the bone. If you love barbecue chicken, this is the one to try. Oh my goodness. The pepper on this one is so nice. I thoroughly enjoy the bite. I'm gonna take another bite. That's a 2-biter.
That's awesome.
From the chicken to the sausage in the corner right here. You say 2 different kinds on the menu?
That is correct. It's our house-made sausage, which is our regular. The other 2 strands are the jalapeno cheddar.
Oh, look at that. Great. Big chunks of cheddar cheese all throughout as well. Jalapeno chunks in there. And you can see the little seasoning in there.
Oh, yeah.
That's the bite. Oh, wow. Man, you guys are rocking. There's a reason why you are who you are and what you've done. I mean, this is incredible. Now, you have some amazing sides. This is the one that always resonates with me, like when I think about your place. It's the hash green chili mac and cheese. Every time. Oh, it's so good. And it's creamy. And that's the problem with mac and cheese. They don't make it creamy enough. Right. Onto this one. This is a corn with jalapeno slices inside of it. You also have another potato dish right here in the corner. So what's going on with this one?
That's the twice-baked potato casserole. It has sour cream, chives. It has a little bit of bacon bits all mixed up in one.
Oh, man. That's a knockout. Woo! Absolutely fantastic food. You've been around. You'll be here for decades. You guys are cranking out delicious food.
Love
Thank you so much. And, it's a family business. Locally owned, mom and pop, and this is the kind of place that you want to support. Cheers to you. You got the margarita. I got a little Arnold Palmer here action. Yes, there's alcohol in it.
Later on the Texas Eats Barbecue Kickoff, the beef-loving Texans are sending us to Fort Worth. Check out a world record-setting barbecue joint featured on their hit show, BarbecQuest.
What I love is that the meat is the star. It's not over smoked. You have a light smoke flavor.
And next on the show, we head to Seguin to try some of the best Tex-Mex inspired barbecue in the Lone Star State.
Stop what you're doing. Drive to Seguin. Come here to the Burnt Bee, man. You're going to change your life.
So don't go anywhere. More Texas Eats is coming up after the break.
Circle K Day is this Thursday, August 31st at every Circle K location across the globe. Don't forget to pick up a discount fuel card so you can continue to save every day at Circle K.
Plus, when you're at Circle K, you can grab a Polar Pop, a Froster, or an iced coffee, one a day for only $9.99 a month. It is a fantastic deal.
Circle K Day is this Thursday, August 31st at every Circle K location across the globe. Don't miss out on all the savings this Thursday only at Circle K. Now we're here in downtown Seguin to go inside of a brand new barbecue spot that's serving up amazing barbecue, delicious sides, and some killer desserts. Let's go inside the Burnt Bean Barbecue Company. Joining me now is Ernest Cervantes. He is the owner and chef out here at the Burnt Bean Barbecue Company. Thank you so much for having us out.
Thank you for coming. My dream was to open a barbecue joint in another better place in Seguin, Texas, and I wanted to bring back the classics. You know, we're not going all we use is salt and pepper and post oak, but we want to just perfect it as perfect as possible. Yeah, we're throwing it down and we're having fun doing it. We're using a nice Black Angus, and we take pride in everything that we do here.
I'm gonna try the turkey real quick. I don't really need a knife for any. It just rips apart, but here we go. I'm gonna try the turkey here. Wow. My goodness. One of the top turkeys I've ever tried in my life. This is fantastic. I love
High five, Dave.
David's over there like, yes.
David Kirkland and Ernest Cervantes both got their start in competition barbecue more than a decade ago. They used to compete, but have now teamed up to crank out phenomenal craft barbecue.
I'm like, okay, but I'm gonna use my own seasonings. And he's like, no, I want you to use your own stuff. And he would get a 5th place and I would get a 3rd place. And then he would come to me and say, I'm never showing you anything again. I'm done with you.
Now this right here, this looks like a Cadillac of ribs, man. It just decked out.
Just salt and pepper rib, but we take it to the next level. We use, the best pork you can find on the market.
Oh, wow.
And it's tender but juicy.
Stop what you're doing. Drive to Seguin. Come here to the Burnt Bean, man. You're gonna change your life. Well, you got the sausage here in the corner. Are you making the sausage in-house?
Yeah, that's our all beef sausage. It's all prime grade beef that we use, and it's in-house the sausage. So.
Oh wow.
So it's got a little Spanish flavor in there.
It's that little bite in there,
right.
you know?
It's got that Central Texas flavor that you want in a good sausage. So this is basically my mom's recipe on the potato salad. These are Mississippi-style green beans. You got cowboy beans, which is just a good old chili brisket bean. And then this is our interpretation of our mac and cheese. Everybody has a mac and cheese. What we did was, I love queso. So what I said was, like, why don't I just make queso and then throw pasta in it and then make it my own and throw some hot Cheetos on top. So that's our queso mac. And it's just got a nice savory flavor and it's got its own uniqueness.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. These are our breakfasts that we serve on Sundays, and we do barbacoa, but it's smoked. It's got a really earthy flavor to it. And then we do a salsa morita on there, but it's got a little earthy tones.
You got to get the barbacoa tacos. It's smoked barbacoa, and it's all cleaned up, right? So you're not going to get any of those little like fat pockets that you're going to get in other barbacoa spots. You know it's a good barbacoa taco when it's dripping like that.
Right. This is brisket huevo rancheros, refried brisket beans on the bottom, some sunny side eggs, a ranchero sauce, and then a nice slice of fatty brisket.
That's the bite. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm gonna finish it off here with a couple bites of your sweets you got going on.
That's our version of tres leches, but instead of the leches, we're putting Big Red in there. It's just like that bakery, church bake.
Ooh. You come out to Seguin, you have to visit the Burnt Bean. You get the proteins, you get the sides, finish it off with the desserts. If it's the weekend, get the big dino beef ribs and get the breakfast. I mean, this is killer.
Thank you.
I love everything about this. I'm gonna keep eating some of these ribs. I'm gonna finish this rib.
And next on the show, the beef-loving Texans are sending us to Fort Worth. Check out a world record-setting barbecue joint featured on their hit show, BarbeQuest.
What I love is that the meat is the star. It's not over smoked. You have a light smoke flavor.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Fort Worth to go inside of an award-winning barbecue joint that's also breaking some world records. Plus, they got some amazing food. Let's go inside Panther City Barbecue. Joining us now is Chris Magallanes. He is the co-owner out here at Panther City Barbecue. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming through.
Now, right in front of us, you got all the hit items that you want here. Talk to me about Panther City, though. How did this get started?
Yeah, so it really started with my co-owner, Ernest Morales, and myself doing competition barbecue. Had a little bit of success on the competition circuit. One thing led to another, and then we just started selling barbecue, and now we get paid to do what we love.
That's amazing. And I want to show off this platter, because this is what got you, ranked by Texas Monthly Magazine.
Right.
And you've also been featured on BarbeQuest on Hulu.
Right. It's pretty cool to be singled out for somebody to come through like that and, showing appreciation for what we do.
I love it. All right, let's grab a piece of brisket. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
That's the brisket. Oh my. This brisket is out of control. It is super tender, slight smoke ring on the outside, but that meat just stands out. It is a great flavor on there. And then you have all that bark on the outside as well. So you have a little bit of texture, that pepperiness, that little bit of saltiness you want on there as well. It is a great balance of meat and seasoning on there. Definitely worth traveling to Fort Worth for. Talk to me about the process, how you're doing your ribs.
Yeah, so we do a traditional Texas smoke rib, but we also do a little competition thing we used to do with a glaze. We like a nice clean glaze on it with a little bit of sweet bite to it. Just gives it a little pop to it, makes that little difference, so it adds a sweet bite in addition to the salt and pepper.
All right, so you got the little bark action going on. Again, a nice smoke ring on there. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
That's the bite. Oh my gosh. These pork ribs have such a great texture on there, and it holds right onto the bone, but you tug on it just a little bit, it comes right off. You have all that bark on the outside as well, slight smoke ring on there, and it's a fantastic representation of what Texas barbecue is supposed to be. I want to talk about some standouts that you can't find anywhere else. And that's these items right here. You have some tacos and you have some loaded elotes right here as well. These are items that have been featured on BarbeQuest, is that correct?
That's correct.
Talk to me about each one, how they're prepared.
So our brisket elotes are spit on Mexican street corn. It's got a cream corn base, cilantro, queso fresco, our smoked brisket on top, some hot sauce garnished with the lime and jalapeno. It's a million different flavors rolled into one, so it works really well together.
Here we go. Cheers to you. That's a bite. Oh, wow. The loaded elotes, oh my goodness. You get the brisket on top. You have all that cream that's mixed in with all that sweet corn in there. You get the jalapenos on there, the cilantro, the onions, the cotija cheese on there as well. It is a lot of food, and it is so good. You're gonna have to order like another one to go.
These are our flacos tacos. So this is really just a grilled brisket taco with some mozzarella cheese. We grill it on the inside and out to get a nice good crunch on there. Garnish it with some jalapeno and onion, and we do these in barbacoa as well.
All right, grab a taco with me. Cheers.
Cheers.
The flacos tacos, that's the bite.
Best bite,
bro. The flacos tacos are incredible. You can get them with either barbacoa or you can get the brisket on the inside. Either way, you're gonna get blown away. There's all that cheese on there, the corn tortillas. Then you have the cilantro, the onions that are in there as well. And then you have all that salsa verde that comes on the side. You just dunk all that in there. It is incredible. It is like a play or a take on a birria taco, but it's their own version on it, and I really appreciate what they're doing out here. Chris, thank you so much for having us out here. Panther City in Fort Worth. You also broke some world records.
Yeah, we broke the record for longest team barbecue marathon. We went a little over 2 days straight, grilling nonstop without a break. So
this is what it's all about, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching the Texas Eats 2023 Barbecue Kickoff. To get more information on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, texaseatstv.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning right here on KSAT 12. And stay tuned, the 2023 Pigskin Classic starts right after this.